Hello, my name is Noah Brigo, and I did a Pokemon trainer represented as a Pushdown Automata. At least tried to. So, why? Well, I recently got Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy Pocket, and I never really got into Pokemon as a kid, but I wanted to experience a glimpse of the past I wasn't a part of. Also, I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to do something that was fun and entertaining, while also relatable and easy to understand for other people. So, what does this Pushdown Automata do? It emulates some specific roles and actions of a classic Pokemon trainer. So we can battle wild Pokemon, we can catch wild Pokemon, we can use items, we can heal Pokemon, we can store Pokemon in PC, and we can get Pokemon from PC. The Pushdown Automata allows us to keep track of usable Pokemon, which is Pokemon that haven't fainted from battle. There are some limitations though. There's no way to limit how many Pokemon can be added to the trainer's team. Healing can add more Pokemon than previously added, and using Revive, the Revive item, during battle can add more Pokemon than previously put onto the team. Some left out features were there's no trainer battles, there's only wild battles. There's no trading, there's no items other than the Revive item, no HMs, no TMs, no money, no badges or stats. There's no beautiful Pokemon, just ugly letters and basically anything that doesn't modify the stack of usable Pokemon. Here's the language of my automata. So A is to push and pop from the Pokemon stack. B is to battle, initiate the battle sequence, and then C is to catch the Pokemon, but not successfully catch. D is to deposit the Pokemon to PC. E is to withdraw from the PC. F is to see if you fainted or not while in battle, and then G is to see if the trainer's on the grass. H is when you're in the Pokemon trainer and you initiate the healing sequence. And then I is to use the item. M is to move or walk. And then Q is to run away from the battle. R is to use the Revive item. U is to access the PC. And then W means that you won the battle. And then X is to exit whatever venue you were in. So here's the formal definition. So on the top you see all that definition garbage. I got this from Wikipedia. And then, so here are all the states. It has up to 14 states, starting from Q0 to Q13. The alphabet, as you saw before. And then the stack alphabet, which is B, C, I, and P. And then it starts at Q0. So here are some of the L variables. So the first L, which is L1, is basically just the Pokemon Center, right? This is for healing your Pokemon. L2 is to use a Revive on a Pokemon, okay? L3 is to withdraw and deposit a Pokemon from the PC, accessing the PC as well. And then L4 is simply just walking and then going idle. And then L5 is walking and then also walking in grass. And then L6 is walking in grass and also initiating a full battle sequence. So let's take a look. So L1 is an ABC such that A is 1H, B is any amount of A's, and followed by 1C, which is X. So I decided to do the context-free grammar, and I got these rules for the first L1. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of B's in between A and C. So we just use this to make B recursive. L2 is exactly the same as L1, so that's pretty simple, right? L3 is basically the same as L2 and L1. It's just now it's the C variable, and it's smushed between the A, B, and the D. L4 is just an infinite number of A's, and then a B at the end. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. We got infinite number of A's again. And then this is the whole battle sequence here. Infinite number of A's, infinite number of C's, and then a B and a D in between. This one was a little bit harder to figure out. So we had to initialize a B, capital B variable, capital C variable in between the B and the D, right? We had to do B, A, and then AB to make it kind of recursive. C, and then little c, 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 C. Yep. Okay. Alright, so now here's the automata, right? So as you can see, it has the 14 states. So we have the idle, the move, the grass, the PC, the withdraw, the deposit, the heal, the battle, and then the catch, the win, the fainted, use item, revive, and then battle revive. Alright, cool. So as you can see, when we input an H into the machine, it goes to the Pokemon Center. And then when you put an A, keep putting A in, it keeps pushing Pokemon onto the the stack. And when we're done, we just go back to X, right? So now when we do U into the machine and we're on idle, we can access the PC, and then we can do E to withdraw a Pokemon, and then we can keep putting A in to keep withdrawing. We can withdraw as many as we want, infinite number. And then we can go back, and then if we want to deposit a couple, we can go into D, and then we can push with A. And then we can do double X, so X, X to go back to idle. And then if we want to move, we just do M. And then just keep going M, 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 M. And then if we want to go back to idle, just go X, right? And then if we get into the grass, we can go M, MG, 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 MG. And then once we're on a grass, that activates the battle sequence. It goes into battle. And then as you can see, we push and pop a Pokemon whenever we get into the grass, so to make sure that we have a usable Pokemon to battle while we're in the grass. And then in the battle also checks for that as well. So when we're in battle, we can run from the battle right away, but we need to have usable Pokemon while also running away. And then we can do A to pop Pokemon from the stack. And then we can either do a catch, we can win, or we can feint. So as you can see, when you catch a Pokemon, it pushes a C onto the stack, right? And then when you fail to catch it, it pops it out. And then so in order to win, you have to turn that C into a P, right? So it pushes a C, and then it pops the C, and then it pushes a P. So then we get the Pokemon. And then this is a good way of telling whether we won just by defeating Pokemon or we won by actually catching Pokemon. So, and then we can use the item. It's kind of the same principle, except you can see that we have a battle revive and then a regular revive. So this revive is for when you're idle, because when you're idle you can keep reusing items, but when you're in battle you can only use the item once. So I wanted to divide the two. So when you're idle, you just input I, and then it pops an I onto the stack. And when you R, it pops it. Then when you exit, it pushes back to the ion, and so then you can keep reviving with the regular revive. And then in battle, when you input I, it pushes a B onto the stack, right? And when you input R after that, it pops the B, but you can't get a B back, so then it just goes back to battle. And that's the entire machine. Oh yes, and also when you win, it has to check if you have Pokemon, of course. And then when you feint, it has to check if you reach the end of the if you feint, you have to check if it reaches the end of the stack. And then when you win, it just exits back to idle. Okay. So we're gonna test this string. Hacks. Okay. So here we have the setup. We're at the Pokemon Center. We talk to this lady. Do you want to heal our Pokemon? Yes. Let's do it. So. Cool. We got it. So our Pokemon are healed. Now we want to move to the PC. Now we're idle. We can access the PC. We can withdraw Pokemon. We put an E. We can withdraw a Dragonite. So let's do that. We can withdraw Mew. So then we get out of the machine. Now we want to deposit, and we deposit Pikachu. So then we exit, and we exit. Now we're idle again. Then we can go move, move, move. Where's he going? Move, move, move. Uh-oh. Move. Grass, move, grass, move, grass, move, grass. Diddle, 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 diddle. Alright, now we're in battle. Okay. So while fighting this glitched up Mewtwo, we lose the Cubone. We lose the Dragonite. We have Mew, okay? So now we want to revive a Pokemon. So we use the I, and then it pops a B onto the stack, right? You see that? I mean, it pushes a B onto the stack, right? And then it pops the B, and then we have to get back to battle. See that? Now we have a Pokemon available to use. It also pushes a P onto the stack, so now we have a Pokemon available. So then, we lose the Dragonite again, so we're stuck with Cubone. Just 3 Cubones. So now we want to catch the Mewtwo. So we do C. As you can see, it pushed a C onto the stack. We fail, so it pops the C. We try again, it pushes the C, pops the C. We push the C again. But this time, we pop the C and we push a P, because we won. We caught the Mewtwo. Hooray! caught it, the glitched out Mewtwo. And that's it, and now we're back on idle. So I'd just like to show you my C++ implementation now. As you can see, we just have a input string, and then we have a vector string, which is just a stack. So we just have some outputs here, right? Just reading string or whatever. And then first we're gonna push a Z to the stack, right? So to indicate the end of the stack. And then we're gonna put everything in between this for loop. See, it goes all the way down here. So then now everything's encased in a switch, okay? It goes all the way down there. So now we can increment the I and then just look at each input of I, okay? Now we just have a bunch of case statements for each available letter in our alphabet for the machine. All right. So we have the use item for when you're idle. This is for idle only, and then this is the when you're moving. As you can see, it just says walking once, and then while the input does not equal x, which means exits out of the walking phase, and the input is m, increment I, and then try to see if we're on the grass. So we see out the grass, we increment I. If the top of the stack is Z, then it's just going to say the tall grass is dangerous without a Pokemon. And then if the input is B, it will initiate a battle. So so then if our stack is P, right, we can actually battle. So it just says a wild Pokemon appears, and then we show the stack. I have a function that shows the stack, just for quick. So the stack is actually reversed in a vector, but I made it so that it looks normal. So yeah, this is the whole battle sequence here. So when we get an A, it just says our Pokemon fainted, right? And then we pop a Pokemon off, right? We show the stack. Q is just run away. I didn't make it so you could fail to run away. I just made it so when you do Q, you just run away right away. And then when you do I, you can use item, and then you push a B onto the stack, just like we did in the other example. And then when the input is R for restore and the stack is B, we pop the stack and we push a P, and then our Pokemon has been revived. Okay. So when our input is C, and the stack is not Z, so that means we have usable Pokemon. We push back a C, so we have C onto the stack, and now we're trying to catch a Pokemon, right? Now if the input is X, we fail to catch the Pokemon, of course, and then we pop the C off. Okay, and then if we win, right, and we still have a C onto the stack, we'll figure it out. So if we have a W, which means we win, and the back of the stack is not Z, right? And then if the back of the stack is C, that means we indicated that we caught something. Then we pop back the C, we push a P, so then we caught a Pokemon. Cool. Or else we defeated the Pokemon if we won. That's the only different way. So then, if we reach the back of the stack, which is Z, we just have it that we're fainted. And then, the case of U, this is for the PC. So, while the input isn't X, we just do E withdraw Pokemon, keep incrementing through the loop, through the string, and then while input is not equal X, and the input is A, we keep adding Pokemon to the team. Cool. We show the stack. Deposit, we remove the same thing, except we just remove it. And then this is the Pokemon Center. So while the input is not X and the input is A, we keep pushing Pokemon to the stack. And then that's it. That's the whole machine. So let's just test it out. Test out the output. So reading string. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Dink, 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 dink. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. Hope to see you again. See, we have 4 of them. We're walking. We exit the PC. We got 2 Pokemon. We remove a Pokemon. We exit the PC. We're walking. Grass, 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 grass. A wild one appears. Fainted, fainted. We revive one. Fainted again. Catching. Failed to catch. Catching, failed to catch. Catching. Finally caught it. Add it to the stack. That's it. So this has been my Pushdown Automata, and I'd like to say thank you.